Most gardeners make one massive mistake every July. They look at their garden, feel the summer heat, and think, it's too late. I missed my chance. They pack away their seed packets, put their gloves down, and just wait for fall. But here's the truth that most gardening videos will never tell you. July is not the end of your garden. July is actually a second beginning. And if you know which 5 vegetables to plant right now, you can still fill your kitchen with fresh, homegrown food before the first frost even shows up. I have been gardening for years, and I want to tell you something. The harvests I am most proud of, the ones that surprised my neighbors, the ones that made my family ask, "You grew that yourself?" Many of those came from seeds I put in the ground in the middle of summer. So if you're watching this right now, do not close this video. Because before we finish, I'm going to share the number 1 mistake almost every July gardener makes. It is so simple and so common, and it can kill your entire planting before it even gets started. Stay with me. Now let us get into it. Here are 5 vegetables you can absolutely still plant in July. Number 1 is green beans. A lot of people think green beans are a spring vegetable. And yes, you can plant them in spring. But here is what most people do not know. Green beans grow incredibly fast. From seed to harvest, they only need about 50 to 60 days. That means if you plant them right now in July, you will be picking fresh beans in September, before the cold arrives. The problem is, people wait. They think summer planting will just burn the seeds in the hot soil. But the truth is, green beans actually love warm soil. Cold soil slows them down. Warm soil wakes them up fast. So July heat is actually working for you, not against you. Just make sure you water them in the early morning so the roots stay cool during the day. Push the seeds about an inch into the ground, give them a little space, and let the summer do its job. You will be amazed at what shows up in just 2 months. Number 2 is cucumbers. Now, cucumbers might surprise you here. Most people plant cucumbers in May and June. But cucumbers are warm season vegetables, and they are still very happy in July soil. Here is the thing, cucumber plants do not like sitting in cold ground. They slow down, they struggle, they get confused. But July ground? That is exactly what they want. The soil is already warm and ready. Cucumbers can go from seed to your dinner table in just 50 to 70 days. So planting now means fresh cucumbers by August or early September. Plant them where they get at least 6 hours of sun, water them deeply a few times a week, and give them something to climb. A fence, a simple trellis, even an old tomato cage. They will reward you big. Number 3 is kale. And I know what you are thinking. Kale? In July? Yes. Absolutely yes. Here is something that blows people's minds. Kale actually tastes better after a light frost hits it. The cold turns the starches in the leaves into sugar, making it sweeter and more tender. So if you plant kale right now in July, it will grow through the summer, and then when the first light frost arrives in October and November, your kale will go from good to absolutely delicious. Kale is also one of the toughest vegetables you can grow. It handles heat, it handles cold, and it does not need much fuss. Just give it decent soil, some water, and some sun. It takes about 55 to 65 days to reach a good harvest size, but you can start picking the outer leaves early. Kale keeps producing for a long time, which means one planting gives you months of food. Number 4 is radishes. If you have never grown radishes before, July is the perfect time to start. Here is why. Radishes are the fastest vegetable in the garden. Some varieties are ready in as little as 25 to 30 days. That means you can plant them this week and be eating them before the end of July. The problem most gardeners face is that they plant radishes in spring, the ground warms up too fast, and the radishes bolt, meaning they go to flower before the roots ever get big enough to eat. But in late July, you are planning for a fall harvest when the temperatures start coming back down. That cooler weather at the end of the growing cycle is exactly what radishes need to develop that perfect, crisp, peppery bite. They need almost no care. Just scatter the seeds, press them lightly into the soil, water regularly, and step back. Radishes also help loosen the soil with their roots, which actually benefits whatever you plant near them. They are a gift to your garden. Number 5, and this is the one most people completely forget about, is lettuce. Yes, lettuce in July. Here is the honest problem. Most people try to grow lettuce in the hot part of summer and watched it bolt and turn bitter within days. So they gave up. They think lettuce is only a spring plant. But what they were missing is one simple trick. Plant your July lettuce in a spot that gets shade in the afternoon. Morning sun is fine, but afternoon shade keeps the soil temperature low enough for lettuce to stay calm and grow slowly without bolting. You can also use a light shade cloth if your yard gets full sun all day. Look for heat-tolerant lettuce varieties at your local garden center. Words like slow bolt or summer crisp on the seed packet are good signs. Lettuce planted in mid-July with afternoon shade will give you fresh salad greens well into October. And that is a long, beautiful season for something people think is impossible this time of year. Now, before I let you go, here is that number 1 mistake I promised to share. The biggest mistake July gardeners make is planting the seeds and then watering them the same way they water their established plants, once every few days or so. That works fine for mature plants with deep roots. But new seeds in hot summer soil can dry out in just a few hours. The top inch of soil, which is exactly where your seeds are trying to sprout, can go bone dry by noon on a hot July day. And a dry seed does not sprout. It just sits there and fails. The fix is simple. For the first 10 to 14 days after planting, water lightly every single morning. Just enough to keep that top layer of soil consistently moist. Once you start seeing sprouts, you can back off and return to your normal watering routine. This one small change will double your germination success in July. That is it. That is the secret. So there you have it. Green beans, cucumbers, kale, radishes, and lettuce. 5 vegetables that want to grow for you right now, this month, in July. You do not need a lot of land. You do not need fancy tools. You just need a little soil, some water, and the right information. If this video helped you, I want to invite you to subscribe to Chill Harvest Garden. Not because we need the numbers, but because every single week, we share simple, low-cost, low-effort gardening ideas made for real people with real backyards. The kind of stuff your neighbor wishes they knew. Join our community of relaxed, smart gardeners who grow more and stress less. We will see you in the next one.